Hi and welcome to Feed My Reads update. I'm Fraser, the person behind the Feed My Reads community. First thing, just say a little Happy New Year to everyone. I appreciate a little bit late, obviously, but hopefully 2022 is going to be a great year for you all, and hopefully a year full of amazing books. That's certainly my hope. I just wanted to give a little update. Obviously, Feed My Reads is your community, as well as myself running it is all about the people that are part of it. So I thought we'd give you a little update on where we're at and what's coming and things like that, just to give you the most information we can at the time. So first thing I'll do, I'll go over some numbers. So Feed My Reads at the minute, the Facebook community is now at 120 members, which is great. It's continuing to grow, which I'm delighted to see. Twitter, which is our biggest social media platform, we've reached just over 3,200 community members, which, considering we started in the beginning of October, is fantastic. It's an amazing number, and I'm delighted to see that we're continuing to grow. We continue to grow, get more and more new members continually, and not really hearing anything other than positive, which is amazing. I'm delighted to hear that. Instagram continuing to grow as well, just over 240 members on the Instagram now. Again, starting to get more interaction as well with the Instagram community, having authors that are messaging and things on there. And if you are on our Instagram and you've not yet messaged but you were considering it, please do. We're here to help, and we are here to kind of look to feature you. So if you've not yet had an interview, or you've not featured on a blog and you're wanting to specifically have something, let us know. Here to help out, and that's same across all of our social media platforms. Our newest venture, Pinterest, a lot of work went into that, a lot of hours. Obviously, following wise, we've got 15 members on the Pinterest community. It's quite a small number at the minute, but the actual impact is there. So far this month, the views are at just over 2.9k, so we're nearing 3,000 views on the Pinterest. So that means that the things like our author interviews that are going on there, our blogger pins, etc., all of these things are being pinned into that community, and people are actively going in and viewing these things. So it means that it's helping to get yourselves exposure, which is the aim there. TikTok, again, fairly recent, but we're at 36 members on that community. The latest video that I posted on there was just a few days back. We're at 640 views, so it does have the ability to grow. It's something that we will be making much more use of. I will be looking to create more videos and putting them on there. And likewise, authors, if you've got interviews, please, if you've got videos, please do feel free to send them on. If you just literally send me the actual file, again, you can do the file as like a Dropbox style file, and it can be things like author interviews and that, because we're doing things like TikTok, but we're also doing our YouTube, so we can post these kind of videos. If it's just about your book, it's a short video, we can put it on TikTok and YouTube. If it's a longer video, obviously our YouTube channel's here. YouTube, 19 subscribers, so it is something whereby we've not been making very much use of it, but it's going to gradually grow. That's the point of it. The newsletter, that is currently at 63 subscribers, which is good. It's continuing to grow slowly. The other thing with the newsletter that I always kind of keep in mind is that the subscriber number isn't the number that's actually viewing the newsletter. The newsletter, when we create it, has a link, and we do put it out on our social media, and what that's meaning is that the views on the newsletter are actually higher than our subscriber numbers. So that is something that we always kind of keep in mind, and it's great to see that the subscriber numbers are going up, because that is a real positive. The biggest one, the one obviously we kind of are known for, is the blog. So the blog, your blog, timetofeedmyreads.blogspot.com, just recently went over 27,000 views, and that's since the beginning of October. So that number, quite astounding to me still. Huge number, and continuing to grow. And I hope that more and more content will be continuing to get added to that, as we aim to continue to grow the Feed My Reads community and your visibility. Obviously as authors, as bloggers, and even the readers. The more visibility we have, that means that you get more interaction with book lovers. That's the aim. We want to have this safe space community that isn't judging anybody, and it's positive and supportive, and we want everybody to be a part of that. That's the aim. At the minute, Author interviews, we're at 342. We are continuing to receive author interviews. We're continuing to put information out there for authors to connect with us to do interviews. So that number will continue to grow. That's already kind of going on now. That's continually in the background that you may not see, but with the number of obviously author interviews, you are seeing the result of it. Moving on with regards to what's coming soon. So we've got our Facebook event. So Feed My Reads is going to be hosting a Facebook event. How it works is very simple. It's very much the same as you would use Facebook in a normal manner. So you go on and you are doing your Facebook, you just go on and post things. It's the same thing. Our event is the same as your page. It's just that you're posting to our event page. That's literally all it is. So you can go on, you can post, and you will basically be running what is being said on the event. So authors, book bloggers, publishers, etc. We're there for you to sign up to. The information's on the Facebook page. It's also been posted on our Twitter. It's also on our newsletter. We do post it everywhere at the minute. And basically, you go on, you sign up. You can run the event for a half hour, up to 2 hours per day, multiple days. You can host as many event days as you wish to. That's absolutely fine. And it's all about you. You can go on and talk about your book, whether it be a book you're working on, if it's a book that you've already had published, if it's going through the stages, if it's about to be published, whatever it may be. It's there for you to do. Publishers the same, whether it's be that you're talking about authors that you've already got, about the work you do as a publisher, about getting new authors to sign up with you, whatever it may be. We are wanting to have that there in the community space, and the event is a central location for everybody to do that. So the other thing as well is it's all different media types. So you can go on, and likewise with Facebook, you can post photos, videos, you can do just standard posts where you can have interactions, you can do questions where people can answer. These are things that you can do, and also you can schedule posts. So if as an author you're thinking, do you know what, it's scary, I've never done something like this, I don't know how I'll be sitting and having to interact with people live, that's a bit of a daunting prospect. Completely understand. You can go on and schedule. So if you go in and you book your time slot as on the calendar, when you've done that, you could go on and schedule all your posts to go on that time. You can post your scheduled videos, you can schedule your information you're posting out there, links that you're going to post, etc. And it means if you do then feel that you want to even go on live and watch things and then maybe start to interact, you've got that option there as well. So it gives you a lot of different kind of flexibility in regards to the event. Please do, if you've not yet signed up, please do go and sign up for it. This is about you. This is about putting visibility there for everyone. It's not about trying to get Feed My Reads known. It's about getting yourselves known. That's the entire point of it. Having the interaction with potential readers, potential, authors for publishers, potential editors. It's all these different things. We want to have that interaction. That's the entire point. Book bloggers, please do come sign up. It's not going to be us promoting, Feed My Reads. It's you guys going on and promoting yourselves, and that's the point. It's a central location, and we want to have as many people as possible hosting, and ultimately coming to take part in the event. That's the entire point of it. Moving forward from that, there are also some new plans that are coming in and being worked on at the minute in the background. So YouTube and obviously our podcasts, and also our TikTok, we've not been using as much we want to. That is still something that we're working on hard in the background. I do work full-time, so it is a case that obviously I do have a full-time job that takes up a lot of my time. I do a standard kind of invest about 30 to 40 hours a week into the Feed My Reads community. That's a lot of time that I'm putting in for the things to continue to grow. But creating videos and things is an extra task on top of all of the other stuff, so it's going to take some time to get that kind of setup right. But there are lots of plans ahead for it to continue to be utilised in the correct manner. Author interviews, we potentially will be starting to do maybe Zoom chat style things that will be videoed and put onto our YouTube and onto podcasts. All these kind of things are being looked at and are considered. So please, continue to follow us, because we are actively trying to expand and make it so that you've got the best community possible. As well as that, I've also myself taken part in my first interview, which was again to get word out there about Feed My Reads. All about just getting the word out there to get more people in, so that your community can continue to grow and improve and increase in what we can offer you, basically. There are more kind of interviews that are being offered, so again, I will do what I can to try and help for your community to become the best place possible. Moving forward again, further from that, we are looking at the minute into potential for a little bit of advertising. It's not to make money, it's all about covering costs. So obviously, Feed My Reads, as I say, I personally invest 30 to 40 hours per week. That's what I put in to run this community, to help you guys to have the space that you love, which is what it's all about. But that does cost. It costs money to run the laptop, the electric for the laptop, purchasing microphone for podcasts and YouTube videos, purchasing a high quality webcam, things like that all cost money, and it's been coming out of my personal pocket, which I've been happy to do. It's not a case that I'm putting this money in expecting at the end of the day a big payoff. It's not like that. It's about being able to give everybody the kind of platform that they deserve, which is absolutely fine. But moving forward, it is a case that we will look to kind of have some help to cover the cost. We do have a coffee account which is there for people to donate to. That was set up following somebody asking about that, and so far we've had one person donate, which I hugely appreciate. And smaller amounts as they can be, it doesn't really matter. It's still helping to cover costs, which is ultimately really hugely appreciated. But looking at moving forward, the plan is that we will potentially have some advertising space, whether it be on a newsletter or our social media. It will be a case, it will be low cost. It's not going to be, like say, making money. It's to cover the costs, and there are plans in place for it. So it will be a case that where any adverts are being put out there, please know it will clearly tell you it is. It will be #ad, for example, on every one of the posts. It will tell you that it's an advert. It won't be bombarding your timelines. If it's a case we're doing some advertising, I would imagine it'll be a post every hour or half an hour. It's not going to be, every 5 minutes we're going to be putting an advert in your face. That's not the way we're going to be doing it. The other thing as well is, if we then are having that money coming in that's covering costs, and it's ultimately covering the costs, and there is the extra money, we will look to do extra things. We will look to have maybe some book giveaways, things like that, where we can do more for the community, and that is something again that I'm keen to do. I would love to do it, but it's cost. We have to ensure that we're covering the costs that are involved, because like I say, I work full time. I have obviously to keep my overheads covered as well, and that's not trying to make anybody feel guilty. It's just realistic. It's just what it is. It's Feed My Reads is not ultimately a business, so it's not a case that we plan on making money from it. It is a case though that where it's costing one person a lot of time and then money as well, it can be somewhat draining, and sometimes you do feel you want to take a step back, and I'm not that person. I want to take a step back sometimes just to get a few hours maybe to think up more ideas for this community. But I'm not all about wanting to kind of just leave the things. I want to continue to grow this community and give yourselves the best platform available. Let's say that's book bloggers, authors, readers, everyone. I believe that it is a great platform, and I think that we're continuing to work in a really great way and expanding, which is what we ultimately aim for. So hopefully you will continue to kind of be on the journey with us, continue to be Feed My Reads members. Please do obviously continue to let people know that we're here. Tell your friends, tell authors, tell publishers, booksellers, libraries. We'd love to hear from all these people, and ultimately, if it's a case that you think, oh, that person would be great, they would be great for an interview, tell them to message. We're here and we don't ignore people. I personally have email folders set up for that, what's to be worked on, what's still ongoing, what's further forward. I've got all these kind of things. There's notebooks aplenty that are signed into with loads of scribbles and everything. The information is all there. It's there to kind of keep running smoothly, and that's the plan. That's what we continue to aim to do, is continue to give you the best possible community, and hopefully we'll continue to grow things. I do, like I say, hope that you're enjoying the community, but yeah, other than that, just wanted to say thank you for all that you've kind of done so far, that you're continuing to stick with us, and hopefully we will continue to grow together as a community and see much more great authors, great interviews, and amazing book releases. Other than that, just want to say have a great day. Many thanks. Bye guys.